In short, absurdism notices the fundamental conflict in the human experience. As humans, we have a desire to find inherent purpose and meaning in life. However, we ultimately live in a meaningless world, devoid of any purpose or reason. This is the juxtaposition, the two opposing and incompatible ideas. We live looking for meaning in a universe that is silent, that cannot offer any meaning or purpose. This is the absurdity we must live with. Okay, so once we realize the absurdity of the human experience, then what? How are we to live with this understanding? Camus developed the concept of the absurd man. There are three facets to the absurd man. Number one is revolt. When we face the absurd, it will initially lead one to either suicide or philosophical suicide. They will not be able to handle the absurdist truth and they will try to escape it. But the absurd man revolts against this instinct. The absurd man accepts the absurdity of life and lives with it. The absurd man accepts that the world they live in is devoid of any purpose or meaning, but still carries on living with the innate desire to find one. The absurd man is conscious of the conflict, aware of the contradiction, and accepts it, and lives with it. By committing actual suicide or philosophical suicide, all this is an attempt to escape the absurd. Even the existentialist position of trying to create your own meaning out of life is still an attempt to escape the absurd. It is not acceptance. The absurd man revolts against this. He accepts and lives with the conflict, lives with the juxtaposition, and lives with the absurdity. I see. The second facet is freedom. The absurd man accepts their freedom. They know that they have no fate or great destiny. They also do not try to create their own role. They do not give themselves a purpose to fulfill. The absurd man embraces freedom. They take each moment as it comes. They live in the now. Okay. And the final facet is passion. The absurd man approaches the world as amoral. They see no universal values, and they understand that with no values, there is no reason to do one thing over another. So instead, they build a life of quantity. By quantity, Camus means a life full of passion. To fill up life with as many great moments, fill it up with passion and pleasure. Very interesting. Camus gives examples of the type of people living the absurd life. One is the serial seducer who spends his time sleeping with many women. He is not looking for love or commitment or anything beyond the pleasure of the moment. The other is the great actor who is only concerned with fame in this life. Unlike writers who look for everlasting fame in their work after death, the actor knows they will only have short-term fame on earth, so they live for the here and now. There is also the conqueror, who forgoes any promise of an afterlife, but chases his passion to conquer the world in this lifetime. Yes, this makes sense. Thank you for watching this clip from Philosophy Vibe. If you did enjoy, then please watch the full video linked below. Also, don't forget to like and share, and for more philosophical debates and discussions, please subscribe to the channel.